Can we get a round of applause? Nothing crazy happened to me this time. I survived. I made it in one piece. Because it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It was a long time. I was gone for quite a while. Let's start with Thursday. So Thursday was the day that I was going to be driving in to San Diego. I wanted to drive there so I could drive all of the girlies back to LA so that we could go to Universal together. And so I looked up a bunch of different types of cars and I ended up going with the Subaru Ascent. And I said bye to Mr. Holmes. I gave him a bunch of homework to do while I was away. And we were finally on the road. Well, I drove by myself. So I was just having this beautiful drive to San Diego. It was actually so pretty. And I was listening to all the new music. All of the new music. Get it, guys? I'm so funny.
Oh, bro.
Anyways, I arrived at the hotel feeling and looking like doo-doo cheeks. But I walk in to go check in, didn't have a mask or anything, and I just saw left and right everywhere around me were a bunch of streamers just streaming everywhere. And so I just ran in, covered my face, and then I dropped my stuff off, and then I went down to pick up my badge, and I just looked so angry. And there's a security guard there. He said, are you here to pick up your badge? And I said, yep. And I just picked up my, I said, thanks. And then I just ran up to the elevator and went up and I freshened up and I went down to the lobby and I met up with Cinder, Red, Buff, and the rest of Ichiban. And Bao just happened to be there too because I think she went to the zoo. So we all walked over to the convention together and we got our badges for the others. And then we were gonna go walk out and get some dinner together. So basically, we were crossing the street to go to the downtown area of San Diego. And I kind of looked to my left and I immediately, just like that, noticed my beloved cutie patootie tomato VTuber slice of Toma. And I saw that she was with Ajon and Suko, but Suko and Ajon were kind of to the side. They were not very close to me. But Toma was right next to me. And so I just grabbed Toma and she didn't see my face first. And then Toma just starts going like, help, help, help. And then she realized it was me. Oh. The way she was doing her cute little Toma yell and Suko just kept walking. They just kept walking until they were almost at one of the doors. And that's when they stopped and kind of started looking around confused. And then I said, my bad, Toma, I'm sorry. I didn't think you would get left behind like this. And she was like, they just left me. They just left me to die. What if you were a monster? Eventually they came back. And Suko's like, where did you go? But anyways, we decided to start walking and trying to find a dinner place together. And when we were walking, again, I see two people in front of it. And I said, oh my God, that's Nyan and Aethel. And so I talked to Nyan and Aethel a little bit and said hi to them. And we ended up going to a bar called Werewolf, a cute American pub, which also happened to be probably one of the gayest bars I've ever been to. And it was just really fun. We were all hanging out and catching up with each other. Also, being a parasite to Buff and Cinder, I do think those two, their laps are my home. Not that I am admitting to being a lap cat. I don't like the way you're looking at me right now. Stop that. Guys, why can't you all just say that I'm cool and intimidating so we can get on with our lives? No? Okay, fair enough. Yep. After we had dinner with Vichiban, I knew that I had to go pick up Yuzu from the airport because she said, can you pick me up? I said, yes, dear. Their thing got delayed, so I had no idea when they were gonna land. And we were just standing there, and at first we were gonna meet up with everybody, pick them up, and then get ice cream. But then we decided, hey, let's just get ice cream because we don't know when they'll be here and what if the place closes. And so we decide to take the trek and walk over to the ice cream shop. And so we go into this ice cream shop and I see these two people who are dripped the out and I was just staring at them. And the guy walks out of the ice cream shop and the only person that was left was the girl. And so I said, oh, excuse me, I think that your outfit, you look really cool. Your outfit looks really nice. And she was so nice. She said, oh my God, thank you. Thank you so much. By the way, what's your name? And then I tell her my name and then she tells me her name and she goes to shake my hand. And then as I'm shaking her hand, the guy comes into the ice cream store and grabs this girl by a leash and pulls her out of my handshake and then death stares me and then walks out of the ice cream shop. And I was just standing there baffled like, I wanted to compliment both of them. I wasn't trying to do anything bad. And so then after that, we start walking back to the hotel. And we go to walk to the crosswalk. And lo and behold, they're there again. And then I see the two of them, and they were both just blocking the crosswalk, so we had no choice but to go through them and see them again. And then I said, maybe they won't recognize me. And I look at the girl, and she looks at me, and her face lights up, and she says, oh, hi again. And then I just, hey, and then I kind of turn my head slowly, and I look over at the guy, and the guy's staring at me again. And so after that, we just went on our merry way. And we finally make it back to the hotel, and we were just standing there and talking out front. And then I see my beloved Shy Lulu. And I got to see my Twitch representative. And I saw Nags, saw Mr. Boska. We were hanging out with them a bit. After that, I went to go pick up Yuzu, which happened to be on the same area as Giri and Oni, bro. So I picked all of them up together. And then I drove back to the hotel, and Yuzu and I both forgot to pack toothpaste. So we were relying on Giri every single morning and night to supply us with toothpaste. After that, we got a message from Oni, bro, being like, y'all hungry? I'm hungry. Let's eat. I already ate a little before, but I said, okay, let's eat some more. And we ended up having... Dude, this looked nasty, but it was so good. This was on Yuzu's bed, by the way. Oni bro purposely ate on Yuzu's bed, so if he spilled, it would be on her bed. We ended up eating and having a really chillax night. Also, my morning started with Yuzu going, oh, so true. Me being like, aw, she's so cute. Every morning without fail, it would be a moan and a so true. So everybody was at the convention on day one. Was it the busiest day? I have no idea. I was at the zoo with Yuzu. I want to start off by saying the initial zoo crew was me, Yuzu, Giri, and Oni bro. Rain was supposed to join us, but her flight got delayed. And then I was also texting Ross. He's like, what are you guys up to? I said, oh, we're going to the zoo. So he shows up later. The zoo was just as beautiful as the day I remembered her. This was the craziest group of monkeys I've seen because they were able to perceive us. They were just staring at us and studying us. But yeah, the zoo was really fun. Yuzu called almost every single animal ugly. I'm like, ew, this thing is so ugly. We got to see half of the park with Giri and Oni bro, but then they had to leave. When they left, it was the same exact time that Ross and Giwi and one other person showed up. Guys, I have a few content creators that I have been watching for a long time that I knew if I would meet, would have me geeking the fuck out. And when I saw them walking and then I see a third person with them, I immediately recognized who that was. And I was like, Yuzu, holy f. She said, what? I said, Yuzu, it's Jaden. It was pretty insane. She doesn't know how big of a fan I am. Thank God I didn't bring it up because, I mean, as cool as it is, it's something that you mention later on, not first meeting, because you don't want to, like, freak them out. Yuzu didn't know who Jaden was. But we came up and then I was like, hi. I'm Numi, nice to meet you. And Ross did a very fun thing. So we have to go on a gondola to get onto the other side of the zoo. But only 4 people max can be in each gondola. And then I was gonna say, yeah, why don't you 3 go onto a cart and then me and Yuzu will be in the other. Bro says, yeah, how about I go in with Giwi and you can get yourself acquainted with Jaden. I was in a gondola with Jaden. So me and Yuzu were sitting next to each other and then Jaden was across from us and I was like, so how you doing? And then we were together with them for pretty much the whole rest of the time at the zoo. Here's a cute little picture of Ross doing whatever this is. We went to the giraffe exhibit. This video was kind of silly to me because this poor giraffe didn't know how to get that stick out of its mouth. And it was just doing this for, I'm not even kidding, like 10 minutes. It's just, look at that. It was so sad. He can't. And it was, you know, it was a good time. And then we went to like the panda exhibit together, and then we went to the hippo exhibit together. I want you guys to let me know if you can hear the strange thing that came out of Yuju's mouth at the end of this.
Are hippos and whales like distantly related in a way?
Oh my god. Do you see pictures of them shitting at
She's so stupid. What the hell? Here's a picture of me with the beautiful hippo. I was so hyped when we saw the hippo because we missed it the first time we went around. And guys, this is where the Numi event generator really did happen. And so me, Yuzu, Jaden, Kiwi, and Ross decided to take an Uber back to the hotel. I had to pee. But for some reason, I didn't go before we got into the Uber. And so we're in this Uber and there's traffic. I couldn't make it, right? I said, y'all, I can't hold it anymore. I have to get out. Can the Uber drop me off so I can go piss? We stop at some random sidewalk. And Jaden was all, okay, I got you, dude. I'll get out and I'll let you run out as soon as you can and you can run into the closest restaurant. I said, thank you, Jaden. You're a real one. Mind you, this is my first time meeting her. I run into the restaurant. I said, can I use your bathroom? The guy looks at me. He frowns. He said, no. We went through all of this effort for this man to tell me no. At this point, the Uber was already driving away. And I look at my phone and see how far we are away from the hotel. And so I said, I'll just start running back to the hotel. I ended up not finding a single bathroom because the street that they dropped me off was where it was just industrial buildings and shit, or offices. I ended up running all the way back to the hotel. Mind you, right before I got back to the hotel, I randomly stumbled across a street party. They closed down the whole street. And everybody dancing and drinking and partying and me bumping through trying to get to where I needed to go so I can just piss. Could not find the bathroom. I'm running. I'm at the home stretch. There was a homeless schizophrenic woman that saw me running and started to chase after me and yell at me. I'm like, oh my God, I'm sorry, ma'am. And she said, you never even told me what you said. And I was like, I didn't say anything, ma'am. And I'm just running. And then I finally make it back. And right when I get to the entrance, I immediately spot Cotton. And so I said, Cotton. And then she comes over and says hi to me and gives me a bear hug. So I said, oh, nice to meet you again. And she said, Yuzu just went inside. I was like, okay, bye. And then right when I went back inside to go into the elevator, I saw Valkyrie and Mia, and they were in the elevator with me. And then I'm in the corner with my face against the wall, literally like jumping in place and just going like, and then after they go out of the elevator, I start running in a circle in the elevator. I finally make it back to my floor. I get to the hotel room and then the key almost didn't work. I was slamming it against the thing. I was like, Thankfully, I opened the door. I ran inside and I pissed my life away. I made it. I didn't piss myself. After that, we all had a group dinner together with me, Court, Yuzu, Tricky, Cinder, and some of Bao's mods. Bao was also not there. Y'all, this was in 2023, holding hands in the bathroom while we pissed. And then we were able to recreate this yet again as we peed next to each other. It was a beautiful, blissful experience. This was me, Tricky, Yuzu, and Cinder together. We put Cinder's hand on top because she had the cutest nails. Well, my nails were fine, but Yuzu and Tricky did theirs underhand. I'm exposing them because they didn't want anybody to see their nails. They said, no, let me turn this over. And this one really, really cute waiter, he would be like, you guys want any of this prime rib? If you don't, it's okay. You guys don't have to have it, but if you want it, there's some prime rib. And then he'd come by and be like, oh, I've got a bacon wrapped chicken, but if you don't want it, you don't need to eat it. And then he came back again because we were asking for like the filet mignon. I'd be like, only if you want to. And he said, I'm coming back with the filet mignon, but you know what? You can have this entire stick of ribeye steak. This was huge, the shit that he gave me, bro. And I was like, wow, thanks. But the second he gave us this and walked away, literally me, Tricky, and Cinder, we were all like, aw, he's so cute. And yeah, they brought over the filet mignon and it was mid. But after that, we ended up going to that Vtuber party. Okay, I don't think I've ever been this late to a party before. So we come in and everybody's drunk as bro. And so every time I saw a friend, they were toppling over themselves. I go up to Joel. It was like the first time I saw Joel intoxicated. He said, Numi, I've never been drunk before. I just wanted to say I love you. I said, I love you too, Joel. It was one of my first times I was like the very sober one at one of these events. I'm usually happily drunk to hella drunk. And then I said, did you know where Yuzu went? Because I think I had to like tell her something. It was like he scoured the earth, bro. He searched everywhere. And then he said, look, it's Yuzu. You were trying to find Yuzu. And Yuzu was like, I've been with Numi the whole weekend. And Joel was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. She said she wanted to see you. so cute. And then I walked by and somebody tapped me on the shoulder and I was like, oh, who's this? She's like, Numi, it's Ori. And I was like, what the f? And so I got to see Ori. I saw Tob was drunk. Let's see. And oh my god, Suko. Suko was drunk and for some reason she came up to me like, Numi, I miss you. Hi, Numi. Hi, Numi. Oh my god, hi. And then she would keep coming up to me and be like, Numi, do you hate me? Do you hate me? And I said, no, what the f? Suko, I love you. And she said, but I was asking you something and then I thought you were mad at me. I said, girl, I was just walking. And then Jaden was there again, and I said, Jaden, I'm sorry for this first meeting, how you had to see me run out to piss. She said, you know, it happens to the best of us. I said, I doubt it does, but thank you, Queen. Thank you so much. And then we were hanging out, me and Yuzu and Bauer just talking in the corner for a little bit. Said hi to Shocks. Saw Matara again for like 2 seconds. I said hi to Juniper. Said hi to the Uwu Market guys. I saw pretty much everybody, and then we like left. Oh my god. If you guys eventually become a VTuber that goes to one of these events, y'all gotta tell me who you are, because I was just standing there and then this guy comes up to me and says, Numi! And I was like, hello, nice to meet you. And then he said, you know, I didn't even recognize you with your glasses on. And then I was like, have we met before? Do I know you? And he said, no, you haven't met me before. It's okay, you're not in trouble, you're not getting canceled or anything. And I said, okay, and then I just walked away. I didn't know who this person was. And I felt really bad because I'm not very good if you act really familiar with me when I like don't know who you are. Whoever you are, please tell me who you are next time, please. Oh my god, I was so confused. Sure that they were a very nice person. I'm sure they were very nice. We ended up going to bed right after that because we had the busy day. It was the Girly Pops Stream Elements meet and greet panel and then my individual meet and greet. And we had a great time. So this was me and Bao VTuber together, my girl and her yacht, and then me, Cinder, and Yuzu. But after that, I saw this. I did send that to Lucy and yeah, so I got a bunch of stuff. I met a couple of you guys. After that, I yet again ran into this Lucy Pyre flag person and took a picture with the Lucy Pyre flag. And then at my meet and greet, this person gave me the Lucy flag. And I said, they gave me the flag. I'm putting it under my Karina flag. And then she said, no way, what? How? How are you finessing my own Demonites? I'm going to self-delete. And then I said, they said, thanks for being Lucy's friend. Oh my god. Oh my god, so many of the Lucy Pyre fans being like, thanks for being Lucy's friend. And she said, I'm gonna kill them. I always feel so happy when I get to see you guys. And you are all being so nice. There was only one weirdo, but I think he got kicked out. But yeah, aside from that, it was like literally one of the most smooth meet and greets. Dude, I met Nixie at my meet and greet. I'm like, girl, why did you even come to my meet and greet? I could have just said hi to you somewhere else. Like, what? And then I signed her boobs. One of you guys had a little tattoo of a little Noomba. Crazy. A couple of you asked me to sign your forehead. It does not beat the guy that asked me to sign his scalp 2 times in a row. Okay, y'all, we made it onto Getty Images. We really made it. Yeah. This girl comes up to me. She's like, can I take a photo of you for Getty Images? I said, yeah, what? I'm like, bro, I made it. I made it. And I never knew how much it cost to get rid of the Getty Images logo. For a small standard editorial rights to this photo, $175. Medium, $375. Large, $499. Guys, I'm worth up to $500. What? Oh my god. I'm copyrighted. I finally know how much I'm actually worth. Take that, my elementary school teacher. I really did make it far. They actually took 2 photos of me. And they're like, is there any way you could take off your mask? I said, no. She said, yeah, I wouldn't want to either. It's pretty crazy in here, huh? I said, yeah, I'm a VTuber, so. But overall, the meet and greet was just really great. And it was so fun to meet you guys again. But after this, we saw the cutest puppy in the whole entire world, bro. So we were actually going to the Gamer Subs dinner, and it was me, the Girly Pops, Nash, and Boska, and a bunch of the Gamer Subs employees. And I recommended a place. Bro, they rented out the whole building. But we had like a 12-course meal. This was a spicy tuna, I think. And This was delicious. Everything was so good at this place. And they had an open bar, so I was having their delicious espresso martinis. And this was probably the most drunk night I think I was. I didn't get crazy or anything. I was just very talkative and hanging out with my besties. After that, there were 3 parties in one night, and we RSVP'd to every single one. This was the biggest night. So we had a priority list. One of them was a grog party for anybody that knows cold ones. It was at the Comic-Con Museum. It was sick. I don't know. I was there for a solid like 10 minutes. It's mainly because we didn't know anybody, so we just kind of like left. But after we went to the grog party, we went over to Bao's party, which she was doing a party with pirate software on a rooftop. And guys, it's now time to bring you the second person that had me freak out. Now, I was able to keep it together for Jaden. I was absolutely not able to keep it up in front of this person. I was walking to the bar to get a drink, and I see somebody like say, excuse me, and then I pass, I make eye contact, and then I see the glasses, y'all. And I was like, oh my God, small ant. And then I said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I know this is cringe. I know we're at a party, but I've been a fan of you for so long, and I wanted to see you at conventions, but I never saw you. Can I please have a picture? And he was like, yeah, no, sure. And then this is the picture. Look how handsome he is. He's so handsome. Oh my God. Thank you, Bao, for hosting this party and letting me meet this angel man. And then Yuzu finds me and she's like, Numi, oh my God, small ant. Dude, Yuzu literally grabbed me and threw me off the balcony when she saw small ant and said, can I have a picture with you? And she gets one picture with him. And I am not even kidding, y'all. Every single hour, she would say, I can't believe I met small ant. I can't believe I met him. And then you'd just be talking and this would have the picture that she took with him zoomed in on it. But after this, I told Gary, I was like, are you going to the Stream Elements party after this? Gary was like, I don't think I'm going to go to the party. I heard it's kind of like a rave. I tell Yuzu, and Yuzu's all, should we go? I look at Yuzu. I said, I think we should go. I think we should go. And so we started asking if anybody wanted to go to the party with us. Everybody else really wanted to stay, aside from Toma, because Toma will always pull up when it comes to partying. So it was me, Yuzu, Toma, and Suko. We walked all the way over to this Stream Elements party, and then I talked to my in, because I don't think Suko got a ticket, but I got Suko in because, you know, I pulled some strings. I said, Suko can't be left alone, she's baby. He said, no, I got you, and so he let us in, and it was the best party of the night. Yuzu and I were just dancing and having such a good time, and then I lost Yuzu for like a good hour or so. I did not know where she went. I found her eventually. I took tequila shots with Toma, and then I lost Toma, and then we lost Suko, and then it was just me and Yuzu, and then we found them at the end. But then there was like this little VIP area. And Yuzu's like, oh, do you think we can go back there? And so I asked my friend, I was like, hey, are we allowed to go in here? He said, yeah, I'll make sure you can get in here. And so he gets us into this room, the little VIP area where all of these streamers are. And then, guys, Yuzu and I dancing in this one little tightly packed area. And then we turn around and we see Kaide. She recognizes us. She said, Sanagi, Yuzu, and Nihmune, I'm huge fans of VTubers. Oh my God. Can I dance with you? Oh my God. Guys, I'm just kidding. They did not know who we were. No, everybody did not know who the we were. Oh, who are you? We started telling people. He said they were big fans of us. And then I'd show a video of me and Yuzu dancing, and it was just, I said, see, that's Kaide. It was not Kaide. And they'd be like, wait, that's not Kaide. Oh my God. See, it's one of the downsides of being a VTuber is you're allowed in these areas, but nobody knows who you are because you don't show your face, really. And then we just went back, and it was just a nice night. And then it was time for the next day, which was the GamerSupps meet and greet with me, Yuzu, Vienna, Bao, and Tricky. And one of the first things I noticed when we get there is this banner, which had something that was not supposed to be shown yet. And I said, well, did not know that was being leaked. And then the morning of, I got a message saying, oh, we forgot your flavor. And I said, wow. And so this was leaked and my flavor wasn't there. But on the bright side, I did have this sticker that is also on it. So I was giving out stickers, and me and Yuzu were excited to meet you guys. And then I got to meet the third person that I was geeking out for. Oh! Oh my god. I was scared. Bro, my luck this convention was unmatched. I met Post Malone, and then the other person that I know I shouldn't have asked for a picture from because we were in the lounge. Y'all, I met Lee Beef Patty. Oh my god. My fit inspiration. Guys, you gotta remember that before I was a streamer, I was a big fan like every single one of you. Sometimes there are things that make me lose my mind, and Patty was one of them. I got to meet every single one of my idols. Also, this is something that many people were commenting on. Lily and I were together, and I asked if I could hold her titties, and she said yes, because I've always wanted to grasp a furry's boobs, and you know, that was an experience. And I did cut the line 2 times to take pictures with her, and this was both times. The first time I just ran in and I gave her a big hug, and everybody in the line was like, "Aww," and I said, "Shut the f up. I'm intimidating." You have to remember, at the end of the day, I am an intimidating demon girl. Anyways, so she then sent me this photo. She's like, "Oh my god, look how cute." And then I had a vision, and then I turned it in to this. I added the hearts around it, and then I made it look soft. And one of the Numbas in the replies posted this picture of Nicki Minaj holding Gohan. And then after that, I got very sick. I don't know what happened. I think I just didn't, I don't know, maybe I didn't eat enough or I didn't sleep enough, but I felt pretty sick, so I didn't get to explore the convention much after that. And I was like walking back, I think I looked like I was on the verge of death, but there was a Numa that said, "Hi, Numi," and I was like, "Hi, whoever you are. I'm sorry that I sounded like I was dying when I said hi to you." And then I went back to the hotel and I fell asleep, and then I felt fine. And then we took this picture together, which is an actual picture of us that was edited very well by one of Tricky's friends / mods. So they turned it into a silhouette, and you can see here, Bao is on the left, Vienna, Tricky, Yuzu, me, Cinder, and Giri. You can't see Giri's silhouette as well here. All of us were doing like the freedom thing with the chains. Giri just held her hands up like she was going like, "Cut." It was so funny. She just goes, "Cut." And then Cinder had a little bit of pep in her stuff. She had a little bit of swag in her. And she was like, popped her hip out and went, "Ah, freedom." And then Giri said, "Cut." Grandma doesn't know the meme. She tried her best. But this photo is so fun and cute to me. I love it. And then I had to say goodbye to them. So it ended up just being me, Tricky, and Yuzu, Tricky's family. And then we met up with Sho to go to Universal and hang out around LA, and it was just another fun time. I drove us together to LA, and we had In-N-Out in between then. After that, we went to this Korean spa together. You guys know how the Korean spas are, right? This time, we all got body scrubs. The body scrubs basically scrub off all the dead skin. They scrub you so hard in every spot that you won't even think to check. Or you do check, but you don't know if you're able to scrub super duper well. They basically just scrub off like 3 layers of your skin. So you feel like a fresh newborn baby afterwards. Yuzu and Sho had no idea what it was. Tricky was a little late. Her and her family were in traffic, so they didn't get to do the body scrub. But the 3 of us did it. And Sho's like, "Oh, what is it?" And I'm like, "Oh, you'll see. They just scrub every part of your body." And then I was making jokes with Yuzu about how they'll get between your cheeks. She thought I was kidding when I was laughing and saying, "So true, that's what they do." We end up going down into the little jacuzzi thing while we're waiting for them to call our name. And then they call Yuzu's number. And then she was like, "Oh, do I need to put my clothes on?" And then the lady's like, "Oh, no." And then she's like, "What?" She goes in, and then they call my name, and I walk over to the area, and I just see Yuzu making eye contact with me, looking like the hamster. And then Yuzu's like, "They really scrub me everywhere." And then I check my phone, and Sho said, "Numi, I got violated. That was crazy. Grabbed my ball sack and went to town on my thighs. Holy." They had no idea. Guys, we were all glowing afterwards. We looked so good. It looks like we aged back like 5 years. It was crazy. But then we had dinner together. This is me and Sho clinking our drinks, and we had a really nice chill night, and then we went to sleep. And then the flooding incident happened. I realized many people thought I like blew up the toilet. I did not blow up the toilet. What actually ended up happening, nobody has ever told me about how crazy the water pressure is. I turned on the shower and I wasn't even paying attention because usually I turn it on, and then I go to the bathroom before I go in and let it like warm up for a second. The power of the water pressure was so strong that it blew the curtains and the water got on the curtains. And you know that if it's not inside the tub and it gets on the curtains, it'll go onto the bathroom floor. Yeah, so I didn't even notice that happen. And I step out and I notice that the whole entire bathroom is flooded. Yuzu's just sleeping soundly, enjoying her morning. I just got a bunch of towels and I was like, Yuzu said, "Good morning." So true. I said, "Girl, I flooded the bathroom. Don't go in there for a second." She said, "Girl, what do you mean by that?" I lived. Luckily, we had enough towels to save the day. But we met up with everybody and this was the view. It was so clear and beautiful. The day we went, it was really, really nice out. And I don't know if any of you guys have seen or been on the Mummy ride, but it takes a picture right when the ride starts. So it's right when you guys go like, oh, I knew because I've been to Universal many times. So I knew when they were gonna take the picture. So I decided to lock the in Riz's face. Everybody in the whole entire cart is screaming and then you just see this. It was the best Riz face I have ever made in my life. We were laughing so hard we like fell to the floor and the guy selling us the picture wanted us gone so bad. I bought the picture. It's now framed and put on my shelf and we got to go on every single ride because we had the fast pass and it was just a really good day. Afterwards, we went and had dinner together. We had some tacos and then we went to the observatory to watch a show. We did not make the show time, which was really sad. But we did get to go to the observatory and it looked really pretty. This is me with my moth, looking adorable and cute as always. And then this is a telescope. I don't know if you guys know how much I like astronomy, but I really love astronomy. The observatory is one of my favorite places in the whole wide world. I always feel this song. All of the museum, fish exhibits, playlists and shit. I just... the vibes. And then we watched 2 minutes of the show. Here's Yuzu putting her hand on my thigh. And then we left after like 2 seconds because she got bored. She was like, and then we left. And then when show got up, everybody left everybody was just waiting for the one person to wake up. Oh, so funny. And one thing that happened was every single time we were outside on the rooftop trying to go to a telescope or just trying to look out from the top view, there were couples sucking in, bro. They were looking just like this, bro. They were looking like this and there was like 10 of them. And we went to look at this telescope, right? We walk out and right at the exit was another couple. And then Show was like, oh. And he audibly just sighed and he said, another one. Are you kidding me? It was so funny, bro. But yeah, after that we said bye to Show and then I said bye to Tricky and Tricky's family and then it was just me and Yuzu hanging out with each other and then I had to drive Yuzu to the airport and say goodbye. And then I made the drive home. I went straight to the music studio and recorded music to get over the sadness I felt. And then Giri and Oni, bro, they were actually staying at my house. I just went back to Papa Numi's place and slept there. But I took them out to dinner. And then after dinner, we just hung out and we talked for a little bit. And then I drove them to the airport. And I said goodbye to them. And then I ended up going back home and locking myself in the studio yet again. But, that was the whole weekend and it was just so nice. I don't know how to describe how much relief I felt being able to just, you know, have a convention go so normal and so smoothly. The security was on top of it. The Noombas were super duper respectful. Gamersubs was always treating me so well. Thank you guys so much for coming.